It is more of a general knowledge chapter, and we will start with this chapter number 10, which is called as Space Mission. Acha, tell me, is this chapter easy or is it difficult according to you? आपको क्या लगता है? Is this chapter easy or is this chapter difficult? Wonderful, wonderful. You all are right. This is a very easy chapter. It is more of a general knowledge type of a chapter. And one or two concepts are little important, especially the derivation of critical velocity. Otherwise, this chapter is nothing very big. So because it is a revision chapter, we will go right away to the discussion which is relevant. We are revising some of the, it is the easiest chapter, Vedant. Very good. It is the easiest chapter. Good afternoon, Meghna beta. Good afternoon. This is one of the easiest chapter in physics, and you have to learn it from the aspect of objectives more. And one of few important discussions are there. Okay. So first and foremost, we speak about what is a satellite. Basically, a satellite is a device, it's a gadget. अगर हम लोग को अर्थ का इमेज चाहिए, अर्थ के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स का इमेज चाहिए, and if that camera or if that object remains at rest, so you know the gravitational pull of the earth will pull it down and it will fall and crash to the earth. But if I want to keep it in space, then it is necessary that it should move around the earth in a specific orbit with a special velocity. So this object which is in space and it circles around a bigger object is called as a satellite. It is a simple thing. Tell me, which is the natural satellite of the earth? Which is the natural satellite of the earth? Yes. And what are those satellites called which are in LEO, HEO, MEO? वो सैटेलाइट्स जो लो अर्थ ऑर्बिट्स में है, हाई अर्थ ऑर्बिट्स में है, yes, they are called as artificial satellites. Very good, very good. So there are natural satellites, all astronomical objects orbiting the earth. Now there is only, of course, one only. हमारे अर्थ के लिए तो खाली एक सैटेलाइट है. We have spoken in last year in the 9th standard that, for example, Jupiter has approximately 73 or 74 satellites. So we have only one natural satellite. Of course, planets can also be satellites, but not for the earth. They are the satellites for the sun. Correct. Very good. All of them are there in nature since years, since centuries. They have been orbiting the sun in a fixed orbit. They are going around the sun in a fixed orbit. On the other hand, what is artificial satellite? It is nothing but a man-made object जो हम लोग ने स्टडी किया है. For example, we have studied geosynchronous satellite. Tell me, geosynchronous satellite, is it natural or is it artificial? Geosynchronous satellite, is it natural or is it artificial? Wonderful. It is an artificial satellite. Correct. So the first artificial satellite was built by the Soviet people, and with the passage of time, हम लोग ने observing space में study किया था that in the 1960s there was tremendous progress in the field of satellites and people started going in space, and today there are hundreds and thousands of satellites with different purposes, with different functions, and all of them are orbiting in space. Correct. These are some random numbers. You don't have to learn them. Now, when you have to put a satellite, tell me, why do they put satellites in space? Why are artificial satellites put in space? To study what? To study what? To observe Earth. Very good. And to observe space. Wonderful, wonderful, superb, superb. मतलब हम लोग satellites को भेजते हैं तो उसके दो पर्पस है. One is to observe Earth and to study Earth, and second is to explore the universe also. मतलब हम लोग स्पेस में जाकर स्पेस को स्टडी करेंगे. It gives a clearer picture. It gives a better picture. Do you remember from 9th standard, which was the telescope which studies space? Which is the telescope which is in space and it studies space? Hubble telescope. Very good, very good. It is the Hubble telescope जो 9th में पढ़ा था. Now those of y'all who read newspapers regularly, then this year they are going to launch a more sophisticated satellite than Hubble also. Last year 2020 के December में Hubble has completed 30 years. And because it has completed 30 years, it's actually an old satellite. So with better technology, newer scientific development, do you know which satellite they are going to launch in 2021? It is called as the James Webb satellite. It is called as the James Webb satellite. Yeah, it is called as the James Webb satellite. Okay, so satellites, space missions जो होते हैं, space में rockets जाते हैं, is one to put artificial satellites around the earth. That is the first mission. And another purpose of space missions is to send spacecrafts to study objects in and out of the solar system. So correct? Earth को भी study किया जाता है, and it is in the space study also. Now this is just a brief list that what are the functions for artificial satellites if they are sent for Earth. Then these are the different purposes for which they have sent in space. हम लोग ने एक code word study किया था. I don't know how many of you all remember that code word. Do you remember WBC? Do you remember WBC? Do you remember MEN? Very good, very good. Most of you all are remembering. Wow, wow, this is good. This is great. Most of you all are remembering. WBC. Does anyone know what does W stand for? W काय के लिए है? Weather. Very good. Satellites are sent in space. Artificial satellites are for weather. What does B stand for? Broadcast. मतलब ये telecommunication, television, whatever satellite TV we see, broadcast. And what does C stand for? Communications. Correct. Mobile phone communication, satellite phone communications. Very good. MEN, men. What does M stand for? Military. Very good. Satellites are also used in space for military purposes. What does E stand for? Earth observation. Very good, very good. Earth के लिए देखिए यहाँ पे point number 1 is written like this only. Research on orbit resources. It should be Earth's resources. This word has come over here by mistake. It is not orbit's resources. It is research on Earth's resources. And what does N stand for? Very good. N stands for navigation. This is over here. You can see GPS. आज हम लोग Google Maps पे बहुत dependent है. किधर भी travel करना रहता है तो we are on Google Maps. Correct. So artificial satellites for Earth are primarily for 6 purposes. W, B, C, M, E, N. यश बेटा E stands for Earth observation. Earth की study detail में. Earth observation. E stands for Earth observation. Correct. Okay. And when we talk about outer space, then outer space के लिए last year एक का नाम आपने बताया Hubble. What was the name of another satellite? वो भी space में है, space को study कर रही है. There was another satellite also. Hubble के साथ में एक दूसरा नाम भी था, 9th में पढ़ा था. It was called as Chandra. That second satellite which is there, it is called as Chandra. Correct. So outer space is to study the formation of stars, formation of galaxies, black holes. These are some of the things which scientists are interested, and today probably are knowing a lot of effort is going on to go and settle in Mars. आपको पता है Mars is the planet which we are thinking of going and colonizing and settling over there. Maybe not in the next 1 or 2 years, maybe 5, 8 years hence. Yes, SpaceX, the company of Elon Musk, is making big rockets which will ultimately go towards Mars. Very good. अब satellite communication का method is not relevant in our discussion. This is the basic satellite communication. You know how things are. That in the when any live match you see, for those of us who were seeing cricket in the last week, then Australia की cricket match जब हम लोग देख रहे थे, तो वहां से मैच का सिग्नल जो है एक सैटेलाइट को जा रहा था, वो सैटेलाइट से रिफ्लेक्ट होके it was coming down. But now people are always on the move. We see our movies and programs and matches on the mobile phone. So we are constantly shifting and moving. Now, if we are constantly shifting and moving, then the signal should also be along with us. It should be on the mobile phone. So what they do is there is a base tower, and from that base tower, the signal is radiating in small towers, multiple towers spread out. You must have seen some buildings ke upar. Have you seen on the terrace of some tall buildings, they keep that wireless ka, mobile phone ka wireless stations are there. You must have seen those antenna type of thing. Some buildings are having it on the terrace. So while we are moving, we are in the range of some antenna in our surrounding area, and the signal ultimately reaches us. Military surveillance ke liye bhi use hota hai. Correct? All right. So this is the basic idea concerning the satellites. Now, one other thing after this we have studied, at least from an Indian perspective, there are primarily 4 categories of satellites. I hope you remember these 4 names. These should be remembered. They will ask these names in the form of some fill in the blank or in the form of some match the column. INSAT, GSAT, IRNSS, and IRS. These are the 4 Indian satellites. These similar names will be there for other countries' satellites also, but we have these satellites named with us. Indian satellite. INSAT stands for Indian National Satellite. What does GSAT stand for? Very good, Arpita, very good, Palak, very good, beta, wonderful, Shriya, Sairaj, very good, Romerio, very good, beta, very good, Riddhi, wow, everyone is answering, Hardvi, Shreya, good going. GSAT stands for Geosynchronous Satellite, very good, synchronous satellite. What does IRNSS stand for? Very good, Jaden beta, Vaishnavi, very good. Now tell me, what does IRNSS, Indian Regional, very good, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, very good. This is where we use for our GPS purposes, especially in the region of the Indian territory. Correct. And IRS stands for Indian Remote Sensing Satellite. Very good. What is this IRS used for? What is this remote sensing satellite used for? Mainly it is used for Earth observation and to find out mineral deposits. Pay attention. इतनी बड़ी India के अंदर. Yes, beta. Yes, Sarvesh. It is also known as NAVIC. Yeah, correct. Navigation के related है वो. So this IRS पूरी India के अंदर, which part of the state has copper, which state has aluminium deposits, which state has iron deposits, which state has coal deposits, but more importantly, if there is any oil available, ये सारी बातें they use from these satellites. They get that from the satellites. Now, satellites, you know, when they are sent in space, they are sent in a launch vehicle. Tell me how many types of launch vehicle are there? Very good. Two types of launch vehicle are there. Very good. Good going. It seems आप लोग सब लोग ने प्री वर्क में रोबोमेट के मॉड्यूल्स देखे थे. Tell me कितने मॉड्यूल्स थे आज के लिए? How many modules were there for today? Total? Were there 6? Were there 8? 11. Hetvi says 11 मॉड्यूल्स. ओके 11. हार्दी ऑल्सो कंफर्म. हार्दी ने भी अग्री किया कि 11 मॉड्यूल्स है. शालिनी ऑल्सो अग्रीज. करेक्ट. तो इट्स वेरी नाइस टू सी आप लोग ने मॉड्यूल्स देखा है. इट इज बिकॉज यू हैव सीन द मॉड्यूल्स यू आर एबल टू प्रॉम्प्टली एंड क्विकली आंसर द क्वेश्चन. तो लॉन्च व्हीकल दो टाइप के होते हैं. सैटेलाइट जब लॉन्च व्हीकल में होती है तो लॉन्च व्हीकल लेके उसको स्पेस में जाता है. लॉन्च व्हीकल्स आर कैटेगराइज्ड इनटू टू टाइप्स. One is called as, what is one called as? GSLV. Wonderful. Another is called as PSLV. Only one word का difference है. एक में G लिखा है, दूसरे में P लिखा है. SLV common है. What is the full form of SLV? SLV means what? SLV means satellite launch vehicle. You and I call this in our common term as rocket. But physics says, astronomy people say, those people who deal with these things, they call it as a launch vehicle. It is called as SLV, Space Launch Vehicle, Satellite Launch Vehicle. So GSLV and PSLV. Very good. Geosynchronous and polar satellites. Very good. So ये categories है. These are the satellites, and along with the satellites, you also need to remember which launch vehicle is used in launching that satellite. They may ask you in the exam, and it is there in one of the modules, which launch vehicle is used for launching it. Correct? Okay. Now, after this, we move on to the next discussion. Just give me a moment, please. मैं दूसरा lecture share कर रहा हूँ. We have finished the modules for this one. Yes, yes. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Now just give me a moment, please. We will now move on to the next discussion. Yeah, it's about orbits and its types. So I'll just share with you. One minute. Orbits and its types. Yeah. Just a moment. Yeah, is my screen visible? आपको मेरी स्क्रीन दिख रही है? Okay, okay. So orbits of satellites are basically divided into two categories. Three categories rather. One is height, other is shape, and the third is the orientation. We are discussing over here about the shape. Before this is the height. Height के बारे में. अच्छा, 1 minute. Okay, got it. I'll share with you. 1 minute. Just give me a moment, please. Just a moment, please. Screen now visible. Orbits of satellite दिख रहा है लिखा हुआ screen पे. Okay, thank you for your time. Orbits of satellites. There are three parts of orbits of satellite. One is shape, one is height, and one is orientation. Now here we are talking about the shape. Height सबको पता है. I won't go into it. LEO, low Earth orbit, MEO, medium Earth orbit, and HEO is high Earth orbit, but parallel to the equator. So there are satellites which go in such a way वो horizontal plane में होते हैं. They are in the horizontal plane and they go parallel to the equator. And there are some satellites which are not 100% horizontal, slightly inclined. These satellites are slightly inclined, and I'm sure you know what is the purpose of incline. Why is it inclined? Why are these satellites not parallel to the equator? Why are they inclined? To study the polar regions. Very good, very good, very good. So we spoke about earlier the geosynchronous satellite. This satellite is in which orbit? Is it Leo? Is it MEO? Is it HEO? Very good. It is in the high Earth orbit, 35,780 kilometers. तो मुझे बताइए प्लीज, इसका one revolution round the earth will be how much time का? जो हियो में होता है, जो satellite is in HEO, how long does it take to complete one revolution? 24 hours. 24 hours. Very good. So this is in the HEO, higher Earth orbit, and it takes 24 hours. Earth also takes 24 hours. तो दोनों का टाइमिंग मैच हो रहा है. It is called as synchronous. Synchronize करना मतलब मैच करना, together. So the time of revolution of the satellite is equal to the time of the rotation of the earth. Very good. And because दोनों की rotation का speed same है, मतलब 24 hours में ही round पूरा होगा, this satellite is always fixed over a particular place for which it was designed, for which it was sent. For example, ये जो हम लोग के PPT में अर्थ का जो कंट्री दिख रही है, tell me on which continent is this satellite focused? It is focused on which continent? ये कौन सा कॉन्टिनेंट के ऊपर है? साउथ अमेरिका. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. इट इज फोकस्ड on South America. I am just saying example. Let's say it is on Brazil. Example, I don't know. So for 24 hours, it is continuously going to capture and it is going to continuously focus on Brazil because it is moving at the same speed. 24 hours का time लग रहा है. So they are moving together, right? Now this type of a satellite sometimes is considered as stationary. कभी कभी ये सैटेलाइट्स को स्टेशनरी कंसिडर करते हैं, बिकॉज समवन स्टेइंग इन ब्राजील अगर वो अपने बाइनोकुलर्स से ये सैटेलाइट को देखेगा तो फुल 24 आवर्स तक उसको ये सैटेलाइट दिखेगी. डू यू एक्सेप्ट? अगर ब्राजील से कोई टेलीस्कोप ले लिया और उसने ये सैटेलाइट को देखा तो पूरा दिन फुल 24 आवर्स उसको ये सैटेलाइट दिखते रहेगी. उसको लगेगा अरे ये सैटेलाइट तो इधर ही है, पूरा दिन देख रहा हूं, इट इज एट वन प्लेस ओनली. He will think 24 hours हो गए, कब से देख रहा हूं, this satellite is in front of me only, it is not going anywhere. But is it really true? Is really the satellite stationary? Is it really stationary? तो why will he feel it is stationary? उसको क्यों लगेगा अरे ये तो सामने ही है? Correct, because उसका speed of rotation is matching the speed of the rotation of the earth. Correct. अगर दो objects की speed same हो जाए, अगर दो ऑब्जेक्ट्स की स्पीड सेम हो जाए, लेट्स से वन ट्रेन वाज पासिंग, पीछे बैकग्राउंड में बिल्डिंग्स मूव होते हुए दिख रही है, you can see they are passing behind, पीछे पीछे जा रहे हैं, backwards they are going. But suppose next to this train another train comes और उसकी स्पीड फर्स्ट ट्रेन के साथ मैच हो जाए, then for both the passengers in the train they will see each other as stationary because the speed is same. So we say the relative motion is zero. Pay attention to the word. We say the relative motion because ninth में पढ़ा था motion is relative. Very good Alok beta, very good. Ninth की बात तुम्हें याद है, motion is relative. Very good. So because of this, the speed will be, because the speed is constant, such a motion is called as a synchronous motion. आई बात समझ में? And such a satellite is also called as a geosynchronous satellite, or it is also called as a geostationary satellite. Remember, it is in HEO. Now these people are seeing the satellite, but whole day they will keep on seeing the satellite only, because everything will move, लेकिन satellite move नहीं होगी. Correct, right? Okay. So this is what will happen over here. So the stars will move, the background will move, everything shifts, but the satellite will remain in one place only. They will feel that a satellite move ही नहीं हो रही है. But actually satellite is moving, but it is at the same speed. So this is geosynchronous and the satellite appears to be stationary. आई बात समझ में आपको? Did you understand? Geosynchronous किसे कहते हैं? Have you understood? Right. Now, we speak about the uses of the geosynchronous satellites. It is studied for meteorology. What is meteorology? Meteorology is the study of what? क्या पढ़ते हैं meteorology में? Very good. Weather की पढ़ाई होती है. Correct. Weather forecasting. Meteorology is the science of studying about the clouds and the winds and the weather. तो ये जो हमको मॉनसून सीजन में अपडेट्स मिलते हैं, कल बारिश होगी, कल नहीं होगी, कलर की वार्निंग आती है, रेड कलर की वार्निंग, ऑरेंज कलर की वार्निंग, येलो कलर की वार्निंग, तो ये सारे सैटेलाइट से इन लोग स्टडी करते हैं. अच्छा, डे टाइम में भी स्टडी होता है, बट व्हेन द लाइट इज देयर स्टडी करना तो इजी है, बट इवन आफ्टर द सन सेट्स, इवन व्हेन इट इज डार्क, स्टिल सैटेलाइट्स दे हैव स्पेशल कैमरास. हम लोग ने पढ़ा था कौन से कैमरास? वेरी गुड, इंफ्रारेड कैमरा. शालिनी, अर्पिता, वेरी गुड शालिनी, वेरी गुड अर्पिता. इंफ्रारेड, सोहम, वेरी गुड बेटा, वेरी गुड. तो स्पेशल कैमरास से, इंफ्रारेड कैमरास से भी उन लोग पूरी पढ़ाई कर लेते हैं. दे कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, वेयर द क्लाउड्स आर शिफ्टिंग, व्हाट्स मूविंग, सब स्टडी हो जाता है. सैटेलाइट कम्युनिकेशन, वी स्पोक अर्लियर, दैट इज अनदर स्टडी ऑफ इट. And then today we all have dish TV at home. Most of us have, if not all of us. Then this dish TV ka satellite is fixed in one direction, and geosynchronous satellite se wahan se signals continuously aate rehte hain, right? Okay, so geostationary satellites, they are called as geosynchronous satellites. If they ask you a short note, write a short note on geosynchronous satellites. So they are permanently in the same area of the sky, and the period of revolution around the earth is 24 hours. All this we just now studied. Communication में use होते, weather forecasting में use होते, right? Okay, so this was about the geosynchronous satellites का discussion, right? All right. Now moving ahead to the polar orbits का discussion. Geosynchronous satellites, we just now said, has certain drawbacks. What is the drawback for a geosynchronous satellite? Does it cover the full earth? Will a geosynchronous satellites ka signals cover the entire region of the earth? Nahi, it is not possible. It can only cover the equator and some latitude above the equator and below the equator. Thoda equator 0 degrees pe, and above the equator, you see, have heard about Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. They are two important latitudes. So maybe, I'm just an example, maybe they can cover till Tropic of Cancer, which is in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn, which is in the southern hemisphere. Utna range. Matlab, 20, is it 22.5 degrees or 23.5 degrees? Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is how many? It's 23.5 or 22.5? 23 degrees. 23.5. So tell me, total how many latitudes will this satellite cover? नॉर्थ से साउथ में ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर से ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न पूरा कवर कर दिया तो कितना लैटिट्यूड का रीजन कवर होगा? 23.5 ऊपर भी होगा, 23.5 नीचे भी होगा, total 47 degrees. Yeah, 47 latitude degrees of latitude it will cover. Total 47 degrees of latitude geosynchronous satellites cover kar legi. Maybe a little bit more also. I'm just giving an example for this particular drawing. But obviously the geosynchronous satellites will miss out on the regions above जो ज्यादा polar regions में है, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, all those regions, the geosynchronous satellites ka signals won't reach. So if there is a dish, someone staying very much in the north, let's say Russia, Russia is very much in the north, New Zealand is very much in the south, उधर भी लोग टीवी देखते, उनके पास भी डिश एंटीना है. अब अगर डिश एंटीना है तो geosynchronous satellites का signals will be obstructed by many other buildings etc. and it will never reach the polar areas. So scientists thought कि geosynchronous satellite अच्छी बात है, it is very useful, लेकिन हमको कुछ नया भी सोचना पड़ेगा. We will have to think about something else. We need to do something to cover the polar region, and because of that they came up with the other kind of satellites which are slightly inclined to the equator. So these satellites are called as polar satellites. They are moving at a degrees of 90 degrees. They are moving in the vertical plane. Pay attention, these satellites are moving in the vertical plane. So they move in such a way कि वो polar region भी उससे cover हो जाएगा. Correct? Right. So these are this. And lastly, orbits of satellites are also based on their shapes. There are circular orbits which go in this manner. Acha, those satellites which move in circular orbits have a uniform speed. They will go with a constant speed. और उन लोग example हर country को, हर region को, example I'm saying 10 minutes cover करेंगे, then they will move on. So 10 minutes they will pass over India, 10 minutes they will pass over Pakistan, 10 minutes they will pass over Afghanistan, 10 minutes over Iran. ऐसा every country के ऊपर धीरे धीरे 10 minutes उन लोग cover करते रहेंगे. And this is the benefit of circular orbit, that you can cover all the countries in a uniform manner. However, sometimes you need to cover some region a little bit more in detail. हमको कोई एरिया की ज्यादा जानकारी चाहिए. We want more information. For example, do you know about the ozone hole? Have you heard about the ozone hole? Correct. There is a hole in the ozone layer. Over which country, which continent is it? Over which country, which continent it is? It is somewhere in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, it is in the southern hemisphere. If I'm not mistaken, I need to check. Probably Australia. Yes, Sarvesh, probably Australia. But this is not a confirmed thing I'm saying. Probably Australia. तो ओजोन लेयर को अभी साइंटिस्ट को स्टडी करना है, तो उनको सैटेलाइट से स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज द सैटेलाइट विल बी अबव द ओजोन लेयर. Now if they want to study the ozone layer, obviously they will want के सैटेलाइट को ओजोन लेयर के रीजन में से स्लो जाना चाहिए. Do you agree on this point? आप इस बात से अग्री करते हो कि अगर ओजोन लेयर को पढ़ना है, अगर ओजोन लेयर की ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन करना है, रिसर्च करना है, तो जो सैटेलाइट उसका इमेज भेज रही है, हम चाहेंगे, we would want it should pass slowly in that region so that we get more time to study the ozone layer. Now that is not possible in circular orbit, because circular orbit में एक ही स्पीड पे वो चलते रहेगी, जैसा hands of a clock. It just keeps on moving. Very good, Manas beta. But there is a solution to this. Scientists decided that instead of circular orbits, why not use a slightly different shape called as elliptical orbits. So elliptical orbits में you can see satellite will pass near the earth in one place and far from the earth at an opposite place. तो अगर north pole ही study करना है, north pole ही study करना है, so what will happen is the satellite will move. When it passes from the earth, it will travel fast, and once it goes in the north pole वाला region, उसकी speed थोड़ी slow हो जाएगी, धीरे धीरे चलेगी, अर्थ के पास आएगी तो फिर से फास्ट हो जाएगी, और फिर जब ऊपर नॉर्थ पोल के रीजन में जाएगी तो धीमे चलेगी, स्लोली चलेगी. अच्छा, why do you think it will go fast from the earth when it is close to the earth? Why do you think will it go fast when it's closer to the earth? Very good. Because the gravity is more, its speed increases, plus they maintain it in such a way that it should pass fast from the earth. अर्थ से जल्दी निकलना चाहिए. अगर अर्थ पे स्लो हो जाएगी तो अर्थ की ग्रेविटी उसको खींच लेगी. It will crash. They do research, पलक बेटा. ये सब बहुत पढ़ने के बाद करते. एलिप्टिकल ऑर्बिट डिसाइड करने के लिए कौन सी कंट्री के ऊपर उसको स्लो होना चाहिए, whether this should be slow on the north pole, whether it should be slow on the ozone layer, whether it should be slow on the North America. They decide all this बेटा. All these calculations किया जाता है. ये कोई इजी नहीं. अब पावर पॉइंट में देख के तो खाली हम लोग थोड़ा बहुत समझ रहे हैं, इसके पीछे बहुत रिसर्च होता है, बहुत सारा कैलकुलेशंस होता है, फिर ये डिसाइड होता है. तो elliptical orbits का एडवांटेज ये है कि they don't have a constant speed, they go slowly over certain regions, so wherever you want to study it can be made adjusted in such a way that it will go. Now this elliptical orbits is generally in the 20,000 kilometer range. तो प्लीज टेल मी, अगर elliptical orbit है तो फिर ये किसमें है? Is it a Leo orbit? Is it a Meo orbit? Very good, very good. It is a Meo orbit. The elliptical drawings में देखना, there is one question in the textbook in which they have made many orbits. Do you remember textbook में question है, बहुत सारी orbits बनी हुई अर्थ के, and they have asked us to label some of the orbits. Activity based sheet में भी है. Very good, very good. It is there. So remember, this is the medium earth orbit. Polar orbits के uses are there for us. GPS, especially for the polar regions, GPS. Yes beta, if the satellite जो elliptical orbit में है, if it doesn't go fast, उसको अर्थ का gravitational force खींच सकता है. Yes, it comes very close. It comes closer to in the Leo satellites also. When it is going fast, it will come very close to the earth. Polar regions की स्टडी करने के लिए. Okay, yeah, this was what I was saying. Guess the orbit. ये क्वेश्चन इन लोग ने पूछा है. You must be knowing, you have to label these orbits A, B, C and D. I'm sure everyone can label A, B and C. Which is the orbit D in terms of height? In terms of height, not in terms of shape. Yes, because ये elliptical दिख रही है, तो ये Meo में आएगी. Very good, very good. It is Meo. Okay. All right. After this is a very important discussion concerning the critical velocity. Critical velocity, I hope you remember that when a satellite has to go around the earth, it should go in a special and a very precise velocity. If it goes slow than required, तो अर्थ की ग्रेविटी खींच लेगी. As I was telling you, elliptical orbit में भी satellite has to go fast. अगर वो elliptical orbit की satellite अर्थ से बहुत slow चलेगी तो अर्थ की ग्रेविटी खींच लेगी उसको. This is what I just now told you for elliptical orbit. यही बात इधर आप देख रहे. If an object passes very slowly from earth, earth will pull it. And if it pulls it, there will be a disaster. Very good, Arpita. But on the other hand, if it goes too fast, तो फिर भी वो अर्थ की ऑर्बिट में रहेगी नहीं. It will not maintain the orbit. It will escape. ये escape velocity में पढ़ा था हम लोग ने. बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट भेजोगे तो we will lost, वो स्पेस में lost हो जाएगा. Escape velocity may also we had discussed this. So you require a very accurate velocity that as soon as it comes into the gravitational pull of the earth, फिर उसको earth को orbit करना चाहिए. Such a velocity is called as critical velocity. Sometimes it is also called as orbital velocity. So it is a specific velocity. It is a very special velocity. No, we don't have any satellite as escape velocity, but escape velocity is to just get out of the earth. It is not for space. Escape velocity अर्थ के लिए होती है कि अर्थ से निकलते टाइम पे रॉकेट को देना पड़ता है. Okay, expression for critical velocity, there is a derivation for that. This derivation may come. You should be prepared. Capital M represents the mass of the earth and small m represents the satellite. And assuming that the satellite is moving in some orbit, we don't know which it is. Leo hai, Mio hai, Hio hai, that we don't know. लेकिन जितना भी वो satellite center of the earth से ऊपर है, that distance is called as r, small r. Now that small r is a combination of two things. It is a combination of the radius of the earth till the north pole and from the north pole till the satellite, that distance is called as h. H stands for height, small height. So can I say small r is nothing but a combination of r plus h? आप ये बात से agree करते हो? Small r is a combination of r plus h. So whenever in any derivation we see small r, हम लोग उसको r plus h से reverse करें, replace करें. So we are supposed to find out the critical velocity. So there is this satellite orbiting around the earth under the centripetal force. Remember, there is a centripetal force which attracts the satellite, and because of that centripetal force only, ये satellite अपनी जगह से escape नहीं होती है, बस अपनी orbit में ही घूमते रहती है. सालों साल, years तक ये satellite अपनी orbit में ही रहेगी. उसको कौन control कर रहा है? It is the centripetal force of the earth or the gravitational force of the earth. So this centripetal force is nothing but the gravitational force, and this centripetal force, which is nothing but the gravitational force, centripetal force has a formula mv square upon r, and gravitational force also has a formula gmm upon r square. That v जो लिखा है उधर v should not be capital, it should be small. That's a little typing error. It is mv square with a small v. M stands for mass. That v which is there is called as critical velocity. So that is vc square upon r. अच्छा, दोनों side. What will cancel from both sides? Please tell me. जल्दी बताओ. What will cancel from both sides? Very good. Both sides का small m will cancel and one r will also cancel. Very good. Very good. Very good. Super. So what remains is Vc square is equals to Gm upon R. Now if I want to remove the square, what should I do? अगर मुझे square हटाना है तो what should I do? दोनों side का root लेना पड़ेगा. Very good, very good. This is the square root. So if you take the square root, it is Gm upon R. But in the denominator, there is small r. I just now told you, small r will be replaced with dash. Small r will be replaced with dash. Very good, very good. Small r will be replaced with r plus h. So this is the formula for critical velocity. Vc is equals to square root of Gm upon R plus H. Now in this formula, which are the constants for Earth? Earth के लिए कौन सी चीजें constant है? हम लोग Earth की बात करेंगे. Which are the constants for Earth? Can we say capital G का value is constant for Earth? Can we say mass will be constant for Earth? Can we say radius will be constant for Earth? मतलब whether satellite goes in Leo, whether it goes in Mio, whether it goes in Hio, or whether it goes in any other orbit, will the mass of the earth change? जो सैटेलाइट लियो में जाएगी और जो सैटेलाइट हियो में जाएगी, तो उन दोनों के लिए मास ऑफ द अर्थ डिफरेंट होता है क्या? नहीं, मास ऑफ द अर्थ इज कांस्टेंट. किधर भी सैटेलाइट भेजो, वेदर इट इज वेदर सैटेलाइट, ब्रॉडकास्टिंग सैटेलाइट, कम्युनिकेशन सैटेलाइट, लियो में है, मियो में है, जियोसिंक्रोनस ऑर्बिट में है, पोलर ऑर्बिट में है, सर्कुलर ऑर्बिट में है, कुछ भी कर दो, किधर भी सैटेलाइट भेज दो, क्या मास ऑफ द अर्थ चेंज होगा? Will mass of the earth change? Will radius of the earth change? No. तो कहने से ये फॉर्मूला में mass of the earth is constant. Do you accept? Do you accept कि mass of the earth ये फॉर्मूला में constant है? Do you accept radius of the earth constant है? Do you accept capital G universal constant hai? So in this formula, which is the thing that will change? Which is the thing that will change? Height. Very good, very good. Only h will change. So can I say critical velocity will depend only on the height of the satellite? क्या आप इस बात से agree करते हो कि critical velocity will depend only on the height of the satellite? Will it depend on the mass of the satellite? Will critical velocity depend on the mass of the satellite? बड़ी heavy satellite है तो अलग velocity चाहिए, light satellite है. Correct. Very good. Very good. So this is the only factor. Remember, formula does not contain name. It does not depend on the mass. Very good. Okay. So this is something about critical velocity. आई बात समझ में critical velocity के लिए? Okay. All right. Now, what I want to do is look at a numericals. And for that, again, I just want to share my screen. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. It does not depend on the mass of the satellite. क्योंकि critical velocity में mass of the satellite नहीं होता है. Okay, numericals of this chapter are pretty simple. They are pretty easy. Type A numericals are based on critical velocity. And because they are based on escape velocity 2 gm upon r. And for over here, we will look at the second sum. The second sum is we will look at that, not this thing over here. Sorry, we will look at type B. 1 minute. Yeah, type B में critical velocity sums are what we have to look at. So C means critical is square root of gm upon r plus h. And whenever object is moving in a circular motion, 2 pi r upon t, and r will be replaced by r plus h. Acha, do you remember we also have a formula for between t and r? Do you remember? There is a formula जो केपलर का था, याद आ रहा है? कुछ याद आ रहा है? T square upon r cube is equal to k. Kepler's third law का formula, T square upon r cube is equals to k. Right. So over here we will have a look, not at this sum, but the sum after this. See, यहाँ पे question है, actually it is connected with the previous question. In the previous example, how much time the satellite will take to complete one revolution round the earth? In the previous example, I'll just show you the previous example. After solving the sum, we had got the tangential velocity, which is the critical velocity. This calculation, you don't worry, critical velocity हमको यहाँ पे मिला था 3 point something. It was 3.08 kilometer per second. This answer of this sum has to be used in the second sum. Now some of you might ask, okay, if the second sum comes, then what to do? Then remember this value of 3.08 kilometers per second उन लोग आपको question में देंगे. It will be provided to you in the question. So the tangential velocity, which is also called as critical velocity, that will be given. So in the previous example, how much time the satellite will take to complete one revolution round the Earth? So the satellite was a HEO satellite. It was given in that question. एक revolution complete करने के लिए how much time? This is called as time period, capital T. Tangential velocity is 3.08 kilometer per second. Now be careful of that units. Students are making mistake in the units. यहाँ पे kilometers per second है. Now you please tell me which formula should I use? Should I use the first formula of velocity or second formula? मेरे पास choice है. I have two options. Which formula should I use? Can you please tell me? Should I use the first formula or should I use the second formula? Very good. Why second formula? Yes, very good, Yash Mistry. We want to find T, capital T. जब मुझे time find करना है या time period find करना है, obviously I need to use the second formula. So this is the formula which I will use over here. Now see this T, if I cross multiply, you know your algebra, T इधर जाएगा और V उसकी जगह पे आएगा. They will exchange their places. And because they will exchange their places, it will become like this, right? Okay. So now this is the formula which I have to consider. Because it is HEO, इसकी हाइट अबव द अर्थ सरफेस फिक्स्ड होती है. हियो के अंदर है तो 35,780 किलोमीटर, रेडियस ऑफ द अर्थ 6,400 किलोमीटर. Now this type of information will be provided, so you don't panic, don't worry. It will be given to us. So critical velocity is given to us, height above the earth surface is given, radius is given. I have to find out how much time it will take. So the formula is V is equals to 2 pi r plus h upon t. अभी डिस्कस हो चुका. t की जगह एक्सचेंज हो जाएगी. अब वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट होगा 3.14 upon 3.08. Now over here they have rounded off the values. Pay attention. 3.14 and 3.08 को राउंड ऑफ किया है. ये हम लोग ने नहीं किया है. It is done in order to get the answer which is expected. So 3 and 3 of course will cancel. You will get 84,360 seconds. And if I want to convert it into hours, you divide by 3,600. And if you divide by 3,600, you will get 23.43 hours. Now this is very, very close. 23.43 hours is around 2 hours and 23 hours and around 24 minutes. 23 hours, 24 minutes. Now that's something which is very approximately equal to 24 hours. So this is the time which it takes for one revolution. Okay, आई बात समझ में? So these are the numericals. Not to take too much tension about the numericals of space mission. They will ask you the easy ones in the exam. This could be one of them. So now, since our time is also getting over, did you understand today's discussion on space mission? Did you understand आज की सारी बातें space mission? Honestly, ये chapter इतना कोई complicated नहीं है, इतना कोई भारी chapter नहीं है. It's a light chapter, and I'm sure you can attempt all the questions which will come in the exam. So I stop over here. We will meet on Monday. Monday में we will discuss